Okay, hello there, and welcome to part 16 of Chazigor Plays Dominions 4. Now, where we left off, we were just about to end the turn, so let's do that. Let's see what happens. AI's thinking. Oh, he's thinking. There hasn't been any battles for a long time. I mean, I'm not too upset about that, but haven't found a site. There's no sites found. We found one in the Troll Peaks. We found a mud field, so that's an extra earth gem per month. That's us getting 8 now. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We tried to we found I actually did find a site in the Underhome. I think that gives us astral gems, that one. A plague has struck the Mountains of Madness, and wow, that is a lot of gold in Phrygia. Holy shit. Okay, so the Mountain of Madness is a plague, woe betide, what was that say? Woe betide anybody? Oh, the prophets of war were right. Plague has struck. Well, that's the place that had 3 misfortune from that random event, so it's not surprising that they get kind of fucked over. But wow, that is a lot of gold we've got. Okay, so we're going to start recruiting our shamans, and what we'll have them do is we'll have them sort of go around the forest and try and find some magical sites wherever they can. How's old Gunther doing? There he is. He's going to pick up a lot of troops. That's what he's going to do. So we're going to get them into their line formation. I'm surprised they only get 1+ morale. I mean, usually he's not an inspirational leader, I guess, but usually when somebody's heroic and they have experience, they get bonuses to morale for leadership, which is a bit strange. We can probably actually forge something with the Forger of Empires to make his troops more likely. Helmet of Heroes, here we are. Gives an inspirational of 2. I'm quite tempted to make that, actually. It only costs us 1 earth gem and 1 fire gem. What do we need to make it? We need fire level 1 and earth magic level. Oh no, somebody else can make that. Somebody else can make that. Bloody, yeah, literally anybody, any of our mages could make that, that hat. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have Frithrin start to forge that. He doesn't have a hammer, unfortunately, because we only have smashers, which is annoying. So we're just going to have the Forger of Empires. He's going to just keep making up these bloodstones. Here's Lars back. Hello, Lars. How you doing? Pick up a flame boo while you're at it. There you go, boyo. And now he's got Adolf and Anslem. Now Anslem's actually, he's got an affliction, dementia, half to magic skills, reduced research capable. Oh, what a poor guy! What a poor guy! He just can't do anything. Okay, so we're actually going to have to leave Anslem behind because he's not going to be useful in the slightest. And we're going to move these troops out here. We'll bring one of our research. Oh, he can't move into the forest, can he? You know what? He'll catch up. So we'll have Thormusmund coming over. I've got to remember to move him next turn. If I don't, that'd be very embarrassing. But yeah, Anslem, what a poor guy. He's got dementia. But hey, you know what? What are you gonna do? There's nothing you can really help against that. We have 2 growth scales, so they should be minimizing the amount of afflictions we're getting late winter from old age. But obviously it's not quite enough. You know, once you get so old, there's nothing really you can do anymore. People will get afflictions, people will eventually get diseased, and they will just die. And it's very sad. Very, very sad. Okay, so we're going to give... has anybody here got 3 earth magic? No, Carl has got 3 paths. It's not quite the same level as everybody else, so there you go, he's got 19 research ability. You get more research points from having a higher level in one path than having a lot of little paths. So for example, Ulrich has 20 because he has 3 in earth magic and 1 in fire, whereas Carl only has 2 in earth magic, 1 in fire and 1 in astral. But you know what, 19's nothing to sniff at. It's better than most of our people, so you know what, I'm very happy to keep that. I'm surprised we got that much gold. We should really think about making another castle somewhere. I'm quite tempted to make a castle here, actually. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to move Gundamar over here, and this way we can make sure that we keep this throne ours. Now, it's not going to get very many resources, but is there anybody special we can recruit? We can't recruit any special units there. Maybe we could make a castle here over in the Range of Light, because we could create more shamans there. That could be a really good idea, actually. Yes, okay, so we're going to actually keep Gundamar there, and what we're going to do instead is we're going to start making a castle here, because we might as well. This is where we hold the line, after all. So we're going to have Wallen start to build a castle. We can probably get a temple there, so our dominion spreads a bit more. We could even have made it in the Underhome, but I'm not too sure about that. Oh yeah, I forgot that the holy... You can actually find provinces with holy searching. It's very unlikely. There's not very many holy sites in the game. In fact, very, very few, if I remember correctly. But, you know, every little helps. Now, I'm quite tempted, once we get a few of our bags of endless wine up, to start marching back into Pangaea. Pangaea is pretty much worthless at the moment. You know, it's got... I think when we left, at about 1,000 people left. There's probably not that many there now. Putrisker, the Dusk Elder, oh boy. He's going to be a pain in our arse. And we don't have that many troops either, which is the annoying thing. We only have 103 men. So we need 2 bags of endless wine at least to make sure we have enough supply. And then we need, because Gunther can actually hold 180 men, wow, that is a lot of men. He can hold 180 men, so he's going to need a lot of bags of endless wine as well, and we're not quite at the stage yet where we can start to make them. Luckily we have this forward laboratory. I almost want to make another castle here. I know we have this one in Pangaea, and if we take that over, that'll be our forward laboratory, but I guess we do have a laboratory there, so we can start forwarding some of our... oh, he's actually lost an arm, hasn't he? Yes, of course. So he cannot use a flame bow. And so is he. Okay, so both of those 2 commanders are very unlucky. They've both lost an arm due to afflictions. So they can't use a flame bow. Is there anything they could use that's one-handed? Starfire Staff gives... project bolts, stellar fires. Yeah, you know, that's pretty good. We don't... It's a real shame we don't have any astral mages, to be perfectly honest. But you know what? Huge fireballs, those could be good as well. We could maybe start to, like... Oh, a Herald Lance. Fire solar rays. Set undead targets ablaze. That's what we're gonna do. It's not as good as a flame bow, because it's only one sort of... It's only got one sort of range. We could make a Thistle Mace for a Forger of Empires. I don't think there's really anything he could make that's too good. Yeah, Cauldron. That Cauldron only gives you a little bit. Miraculous All Cure Elixir. We need Nature Magic level 5 though for that. We just don't have that. So yeah, I'm just looking about, just seeing if there's anything else. Just check our magical item treasury. Yeah, we've only got that one flame bow left, but I think most of our commanders actually have one by now. Balthroth has one, Pons has one, Alfred doesn't have one, but he's more just there to hold the line at the moment. How many troops does he have? He has 78. So our commanders are actually pretty good. They're all starting to level up a wee bit. Usually you can get a basic amount of 80 troops at once. Tell you what, Lars, you're going to take all of those troops actually. I'm not sure how you've managed to get so experienced, but 140 troops in one army, that'll be grand for marching in there. Next turn, we're going to make a laboratory here, I reckon, because we are just building a castle there. So there's going to be 5 turns until we can do that, but we could move our Barbarian, who has got a movement of 2, but no forest defense. Yeah, we're going to move Vetranio over there, and he's going to be the one to construct the castle. With castles, you can stop constructing at any time and get another character to do it. It will stay at that level of construction unless the enemy take over that province. If they take over that province, all of your hard work just goes to waste, and it's pretty much worthless. So I think that's all we can do for this turn, so we're just going to end the turn there. There's really been no battles, has there? I think we've really battered Ermor into a corner. It just doesn't want to advance anymore, which is kind of weird. So we found a province here. We found an Iron Cliff for 1 extra Earth gem per turn. And we found another thing in Snowford. Stargazer's Cliff for 1 Astral and 1 Fire gem per turn. We're starting to bring in quite a few Astral gems. You know, we could maybe buff up the Forger of Empires, but then again, he's already got 4 Astral, so there's not really any point. We don't really need to do that. I guess what we could just keep doing is Herald Lance. How much do you need for that? Astral Magic 2, so that's level 2 Astral Mage. And it does give Inspiration 1 for that extra morale. That's actually really good. Oh no, but that's only near the units, but it says it's Inspirational 1, so I don't think that's completely true. Yeah, you know what? You're going to start forging some Herald Lances. We might as well, you know, sort that out. We don't actually have enough money to start making those. Oh god, my entire mind is going. We don't have enough money to build a lab. That's what I was trying to say. There we go. So how much do these shamans cost? They're only 90 gold. Tell you what, we're going to actually cut unit recruitment out here because they are a little bit out of the way. And then we're going to cut down on unit recruitment over here because we just want to get to level, well not level, but we want 500 gold so Van Duyck can construct a lab there, and then we can start recruiting shamans over there. Now, who was the guy that we moved over here? Thorsmund, here he is. Okay, so Vetriano's going to move over there. He's going to take over the castle building from Wallen. There's 5 months remaining to build that castle. But if we manage to get a bunch of Herald Lances, even for our one-armed commanders, that'll be really good for us. We'll be able to just sit there and just zap people with Righteous Lances. Because they do bonus damage to the undead, so that's even better for us. Those guys might need to go into a double line, actually. Even so, they are huge. That's a lot of men. We might need to make another squad of men. Just have like waves and waves and waves of Omish troops just going in one after the other. So yeah, we're going to have him move over here, pick up some more troops. We don't really have any gold left. Everyone's back together over here, so we can move this army. Karl doesn't have that many troops. Oh, but look at that, the Wolfen Plains. It's really starting to help us now, the Wolfen Plains. You know, we're getting quite a lot of troops quite close to where we want them. I think we're going to move them to Anasia, just so we can hold the Citadel of Peripheon, or whatever it's called. Because we would quite want these fire mages level 3. They could be really good for us, because they can construct the flame boost. But for that, we need a lab. So we can just get someone over there, construct a lab there, and hold that territory. Build a castle there as well, and we'll be able to completely hold off Ermor from these 2 spots. But that's getting a wee bit ahead of ourselves, so let's just end the turn here and let's see what happens. Yeah, so also whenever you get a higher level of in a magical path, you get a bonus to magic penetration. So anything cast by someone who's a lot higher than what the level requires, say if it's a level 2 spell and a level 6 person casts that, they get a bonus to magic penetration. So no sites were found in Miskia. 1 site was found. Oh, here we go. Enchanted Tower, that's another Earth Gem per turn. We're now bringing in 10 Earth Gems per turn, which is really, really good. I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, let's make another... Oh no, we're making these lances, weren't we? Of course. So, I forgot to give these troops some bloodstones, didn't I? And we've got quite a few in spare. So, Berthold... Oh no, we're actually going to give that helm to Gunther. Where is he? Where's he rocking about? There he is. Old Gunther there. So we're going to give that to him. What we're going to do is we're going to send 4 loads of priests with him. These guys are going to be protecting our prophet. They are the followers of Gunther. Now, who was making those? What was it? What was he even making? I can't even remember now. He was making something. He was making these helmets, of course. Yes. Okay, now I remember. He's too low level to make a dwarven hammer. Do we have any earth boots? I guess what we could do is we'll actually give him an earth gem just so he can make one of these dwarven hammers, because we need to give one of these to our shamans, who I will now start to get to make these bags of endless wine right here, because these guys are pretty much useless at researching. They're inept researchers. They only get 4 per turn. Okay, so Wallen and Co. There you go. Vetriano. I don't know why this barbarian's Italian. That kind of seems like against the Roman Empire, but you know what? We'll get some artistic licensing. Oh, of course, we need a temple there as well. Of which we don't have enough money because we massively cut back our troop production, which I'm not too fond of. So yeah, we're actually going to just increase our number of troops here that are being produced. Everything, we are affording it, which is good. And yeah, that seems all good to me. Gunther and Co. are there. I'm not sure how many priests I want to come with Gunther or Prophet. I'm thinking we'll probably have we'll probably have 4 priests going with him, all of which hopefully have these bloodstones. How many bloodstones do we have actually? We've got 3 in total. So instead of forging another Herald's Lance, we're going to forge 1 more bloodstone just so we can make sure that wherever Gunther goes, he will be able to wipe out an entire army because they won't be able to move. They won't be able to do anything. They'll be completely and utterly immobile. So over here, we're going to give Berthold. We're going to give you a Herald Lance. Oh, we forgot to give some of our Owl Quills out last turn as well. That's going to cut into our research a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. Enough that it probably hurts us a wee bit. So let's have a look. There we go. Lovely jubbly. How long is that going to take us? We're actually going to finish construction next turn. Fantastic. Okay, so now that we're done with construction, and we're done with alteration, and we're done with evocation, now we get on to the big part, which is conjuration. Yeah, we'll just leave it at 74. So conjuration, we're just going to bomb down until we can get to contact Iron Angel, which is level 8. Can we summon... We can summon Earth Elementals, but we want the King of Elemental Earth here, who requires 50 Earth Gems. So those guys will be really good, and then we'll have our Iron Angels as well. How much Iron Angels? They only cost 25 for an Iron Angel. And we do have the necessary stats to do that. How much does Forger of Empires have? He only has 4 Earth magic, but we can give him some boots and he'll become better at doing that sort of stuff, so that's all good for us. Everyone here seems to be patrolling fine. And preaching, and all of them are just having a good time. Everybody's just preaching, keeping our Dominion up. We're going to have these guys over here do the same. How many men does Balrog have? 115 in comparison to 70 or 76. So we're going to move them forward so they can hold Anasia. And we're going to move the... Oh my goodness, look at all these soulless warriors. I can tell why Ermor was biding their time. That's a lot of troops. Admittedly, it's mostly soulless warriors. It looks like. A few deer tribe archers and crossbowmen and stuff like that. And then this is more of a massive undead army. There's quite a big army there, 190 undead soldiers. I'm sure the armies of Ulm can withstand such an attack, so I'm not going to be too bothered. I'm going to double check our item treasury. Yep, everything's fine there, and we've given out pretty much all the flame booze we can. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. This river crossing's too cold because it's still in the summer. Lars has one, so yeah, we've given out all the flame booze we need to right now. We have no commanders that really need them. Other than, of course, the one at Nadargo. But we can't do that, and we can't give it to our poor commanders over here who just have no limbs. Which is, it's quite a shame, really. I shouldn't be laughing. But yeah, we're going to end our turn here and see what happens. So again, no combat. So we found another site in the marshlands. See, I told you the marshlands are quite a good site. You'll probably find sites there. So no new sites in Nifl or the marshlands. Okay, so second forest. So we've actually lost a couple of our blood slaves. That's not good. And we found another magic site in the Range of Light, which is a copper mine, which brings 20 gold per turn. You know what? I'm not gonna be too upset about that. I don't think I could be upset about that. That's very, very good. Okay, so we're gonna have Dragon Search there. I think we're actually gonna stop recruiting shamans here, just because we don't have the earth gems to really. No, we don't want to pillage our own place. Okay, so yeah, now we finish construction. We're gonna see what the Forger of Empires can actually make for us. Let's see. So there's Rod of the Phoenix, incinerate enemies at will. That's only one person. Dragon Scepter, we can cast Flame Bolts. Very powerful bolt of flame towards target. Dragon Mastery, that's all very, very nice. Two-handed, there's got to be Carmine Cleaver. Causes horrible burns. It doesn't cause it in an area of effect, but like it causes it around. Banner of the Northern Star. I didn't realize it was so high up here. And the Staff Elemental Mastery, which you can't do because we don't have enough Earth magic. Does a Forger even? Yeah, he has one Earth magic. Of course, he has to have had one to be able to even have that there. So there's no. So we give all. Shocking Grasp. I'm looking to see if there's anything we can use to sort of zap any of our horrible undead people. So you could start making lightless lanterns, which only need 1 fire magic. Huh. Okay, so our research is going to start skyrocketing now. I'm so glad we actually went for there. So we're going to give a Dwarven Hammer to Berthold. We're going to actually take away this from you. We must have some form of earth boots around here somewhere. Are you serious? Do we not have earth boots anywhere? Grimwald has them, but I thought you didn't need them because he is casting Grimwald. He's casting Gifts from Heaven, which need 3, but he can. Yeah, he'll be fine. He can just cast Summon Earth Power, and then he'll be able to cast that anyway. So there's nothing really we have to worry about there. Berthold, we're going to give you these boots here. Gunther and Co, you're going to go ahead with Rothari, Herman, and Pippin, and Lothar. And these are going to be your troops. Okay, so that's Rothari, Pippin, Herman, and Lothar. And to each one of these troops, we need to give them a Bloodstone. So now they... Oh, that guy is old age, but he should be fine. I'm sure he'll be alright. If we lose him, the stone should go back into our inventory. At least that's what happened before. So don't quote me on that. And then Pippin. Yep, there we go. Gunther's going to march forward with his glorious army of troops. He's going to pick up some more troops from Garrison. Look at that lovely line. Holy shit. How big is that in a box? Oh, that is a lot of troops. That is a lot of troops. And now, they've also got +2 morale. So, if we deck out our commanders in those helmets, they should be able to better defend themselves against these kind of horrible frightened spells and stuff like that. So, I thought we were making a Dwarven Hammer last turn, apparently not. We really do need to make up a Dwarven Hammer. You need to make Dwarven Hammers. That's going to be your job from now on, actually. You're just going to make Dwarven Hammers. Just to make sure that we will always have enough. Okay, so the Forger of Empires isn't really doing anything at the moment. Is there anything he can make to increase the amount of supplies? A Barrel of Air? No. So that's what we need. We could get to air level 4, and that'll let us take 75 troops underwater. Mirror False Impressions? No. Copper Arm? That's a pretty good item. It's a good item for people who are immobile, because it lets them have, like, they're able to hold stuff. Elixir of Life. Should a man die, elixir is consumed, the owner brought back to life. Blood Pendant, Strength +1, Dark Vision, a Black Heart, +2 morale. There's nothing really to increase supplies here, and we can cast summon, or we can get the Summer Sword, which could be good. We give that to our priests maybe, and it does give us 100 supply. There's no one else, but there's no one else with nature magic too, unless, did we get lucky with any of our randoms? No. It's 10% random, that's what we need. If we get one of these shamans, I'm going to go back on what I said earlier, we're going to keep recruiting these shamans. They might be useless when it comes to things like researching, but we're just going to keep making them until we get someone with an earth thing. Then we're going to forge a thistle staff, so they can get to nature level 2, and then they can start making summer swords. Aha! There we go, and that's going to be our supply problem almost completely wiped out. We can just march over Armor like it's nothing then. So I'm glad I remembered that. But yeah, Gunther's here with his glorious army, marching forward to show these undead bastards who's boss. And I think we're gonna just maybe pause this episode here. So thank you everybody for watching. I'm sorry these episodes haven't really been all that exciting. Or, well, not so much exciting, but there hasn't really been very much happening. There's been no combat. And that's because I just kind of want to maneuver our armies into a good position where they've got the necessary mage and magical item support they need to crush these undead forces, which we really haven't been doing so far. Right now we've been doing it mostly with just mage support rather than any of these magical items that we could be making, even though we have, say, like all these nature gems. So actually, Gunther's troops, we're going to give Witalik, you've got enough space for a bag of summer wine, there you go. So you're going to give a supply bonus of 50, which keeps one human-sized soldier fed, and that goes for the entire province. And then, so what we'll do is we'll probably just have these guys hold summer swords and just, yeah, summer swords and bags of endless wine. Now, what do we want I just want to just quickly make the Forge Master create something. I just really don't know what I want him to make. That's the thing. What could he make? Because I'll tell you what, we're going to make him make a Dwarven Hammer, just ever so quickly. That's faithful. Oh, that gives luck. Yeah, there's nothing really that zaps undead too much, unlike the Herald Lances. Which we didn't make last turn, did we? No, we did not. Okay, so we're going to have to wait a wee while before we can give out our Herald Lances to more people. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching this episode. If you like this episode, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. And yeah, that's it. Thank you again for everybody for watching, and until the next time, all hail the Forger of Empires, and goodbye.